Take a ride on Tony the Pony. Take a ride on Tony the Pony. Let's take a ride on Tony the Pony with Mr. Pineapple. Oh yeah, it's Mr. Pineapple's Wonder Hour.
Hello and welcome to Mr. Pineapple's Wonder Hour, the show where we talk big pineapples, small pineapples, hairy pineapples, and everything in between that, in between being the infected pineapple. I'm your host, Tony the Pony, and with me, as always, is the one and only, the incredible Mr. Pineapple. How are you, Mr. Pineapple?
Tired, hungry, depressed.
Oh,
You know.
not a good day then.
What more do you want?
Well, I'm feeling hungover today.
Yes, because you drank a singular bottle of wine.
Yes, cheap Asda wine as well.
Oh, mate, there was a shop in Lincoln where I went to uni that did 2 bottles of wine for $5.
Oh, man.
And I drank a lot of those, and I don't think they were like real bottles of wine. I think they were for sure knockoff, bootleg wine. Because
Moonshined wine.
Yeah. It was wonderful stuff.
Oh, man.
I accidentally spilt a bottle once, and there was this hamster that my housemate was looking after for his girlfriend, and it was going around in its little hamster ball thing in the wine. Waste of wine, but...
Wine drunk is one of the best drunks.
Wine hangovers aren't fun.
No, I can tell you right now.
But I don't drink anymore, so I've given it up.
Have you?
Yes. Because I'm an alcoholic.
Oh.
Kill me eventually.
Have you actually given it up?
Yeah, I ate it. Yeah. 3 days and I'm being ill all the 3 days.
Well, at least you haven't go at giving it up, I guess.
Yeah. Otherwise, the bad thoughts appear.
The pictures of Who Framed Roger Rabbit naked.
Yeah. It's a fun episode already.
But that's a good announcement.
Yeah.
You've given alcohol up. You've done good on the drugs. Now you're going to do good on the alcohol.
Yeah.
Shall we get into it?
Well, let's do it.
Well, the hairy pineapple today has changed up.
We've mixed it up a little bit.
Tony the Pony's chance to shine.
Giving the pineapple a little well-deserved break so he can play Red Dead Redemption 2.
Yes. Well, I had a lot of ideas in mind for this. Too many, people would say. Too many ideas.
Good idea. I will come over there and just kick you in the shin.
I think you're gonna, because I thought, Mr. Pineapple, a couple of weeks back, sprung something on me, and I think I'm going to do the same. So it's going to be Ask Me Anything, Tony the Pony edition.
I was literally going to do this next week, so you've ruined that. You complete and utter bastard, man.
I can talk about something else.
No, let's AMA it up. Let's
right.
do it. Fuck it. 2 AMAs in a row.
Yes, why not?
Let's get weird with it. You ever fucked a kid?
No.
You ever thought about fucking a kid?
No.
And that's the end of the AMA. No, I'll give you the questions that we give our guests to start off with.
Oh, yeah.
What's your favourite film? We already know. It's
Birdman.
It's Wheels on Meals.
Or Wheels on Meals.
Second question. Death Row meal?
Probably a pad thai from Wagamama's. That is very nice with a little nice green tea. Green tea?
I believe
from Wagamama's.
Adam chose a Wagamama's meal as well.
Did he?
Yeah, some kind of noodle dish.
Oh.
And I've still never had a Wagamama's, so...
Well, when it reopens, mate, I'm going to take you there.
And maybe that'll be my dead person meal.
Yeah, I'll take you there and kill you.
Yeah. Which cartoon character would you like to most fuck?
No, I've been thinking about this for a long while.
Is it Nala from The Lion King?
Well...
Because she's got them come-hither eyes, hasn't she,
She has got the fuck eyes, yeah. Owl's Misty from Pokemon.
Not old enough for your age that you currently are.
Right, but
She's
when
like-
I was...
You're like 12, I think.
Shut muck it.
Yeah, I know.
And that's how you get in jail. There's loads, isn't there? There's loads of jailbait cartoons out there.
Yeah, there is, yeah.
I'm going to go with... See, just the rabbits pop into your head. It's bad. Why is there so many sexy rabbits?
Just a very sexy creature in general.
True. Sandy from SpongeBob. There we go.
Oh.
Shall we move on?
Is it because she does kung fu?
Yes.
And you like the fact that she could beat you up? You like it? You like being choked?
Yeah, like that guy that died in a cupboard.
David Carradine.
Yes.
Like it. Do you want us to spit in your mouth and call you a whore while you're sat on a dildo chair?
Yes.
Yeah, nice. More questions. Let's do this. Do you like good music?
Yeah.
No,
I'd
that's
like
just
to think so.
a song lyric. I'm singing now.
Oh,
What is love?
what is love? Love is when you can get sex on demand.
Oh, is it like Netflix?
Yes. Love is like a good streaming service.
Yeah.
You pick and choose what you want.
Excellent. Do you reckon you could beat up Richard?
Yeah.
Or do you reckon I'd win in a fight, Richard or Seaton?
Oh, see, Seaton goes to the gym famously.
Yeah, and his
He
ginger.
always fucking talks about it, doesn't he?
It's all he talks about.
He doesn't say hi. He's like, Jim. I'm like, no, fuck's sake. Here we go. Seaton's here. Probably Seaton goes to the gym, doesn't he?
Yeah, I agree. I think he does steroids.
Yeah, he does.
I've seen his
Definitely
penis.
Yeah, and it's small and
Very,
ginger.
very small. It's almost an innie. Who's your second favourite wrestler?
So the first one that popped into my head was Stone Cold.
Okay.
But I do really like Aleister Black at the moment.
Oh.
Fuck it. Stone Cold or Aleister Black.
Fine choices. Not the correct choices, but fine nonetheless.
What would be the correct one?
Sting.
No.
Yes.
No. He got buckle bombed. He's dead.
Sting.
Oh god. It's the Crow. Brandon Lee.
He's dead. Rightly so, for being the spawn of that bastard. Why was Bruce Lee such a twat?
That's a good question. Because he was the first, was he the first martial artist to make it big?
People like to portray it as that, but no.
Well, that's what he got sugarcoated with, wasn't it? So his head blew up and then his wife killed him.
Yeah, dead. Which celebrity death affected you most?
Probably Chester Bennington's.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah, relating to mental health, committed suicide and that.
I know you're a fan of the band as well.
Favourite band.
We saw them both live at the same time, but before we knew each other.
We did.
So
A download.
That's pretty fun.
Who knew I could blossom into this?
Where were you stood?
I was stood right at the front because my mark.
I weren't, because I'd been to watch other bands before it.
Status Quo.
Yeah, I caught the last half an hour or so of the set, but that's when all the best songs were there.
But yeah, Chester Bennington.
Chester Bennington. I'll give you one more question. What's your favourite thing about being a dad? Something nice, something nice to end it on before we get into the shit show that's the rest of the episode.
Just seeing him grow and learn and wrestle. She likes wrestling now.
Excellent.
The other day she shouted John Cena and started running at me. I'm like, oh fuck, shit, she's gonna kill me.
Did you just give her a quick elbow to the face, put her down,
speared her,
teach her the ways? Yeah. Learn to counter.
I'll powerbomb her all the time. She's like,
through burning tables.
Yeah,
old school style.
Get some thumbtacks, just chuck it out.
That's a nice one to end it on.
Yeah. Thumbtacks at your daughter. Well, that's the airy pineapple done with.
Rubbish.
The big pineapple of this episode is, of course, as we mentioned last episode, it is Guns Akimbo, the Daniel Radcliffe flick, a dick. But before we get to that, let's go to the small pineapples. Our little planted pineapple seeds. How are they doing? How are they getting along? Let's talk trailers first. First trailer we're going to talk is the big game reveal trailer of this week, and that is Assassin's Creed Valhalla. What did you think, Mr. Pineapple?
I like the look of this, mostly because I like using axes to kill folk, but I don't see how he's going to be able to shimmy his way around and be undetected by any fucker. He's a beefy looking boy.
He is. So yeah, I'm a massive fan of Vikings and all that shadazzle. And just knowing the character's name and the king character, his name, I know where the story's kind of going to go.
What is the character's name?
It's Ivar.
Ivar, like the engine.
You sure?
There's an old cartoon called Ivar the Engine.
Oh.
It's a cartoon from way back when.
Nice.
That's a niche reference for all the old people out there.
But yeah, it was obviously one of them pre-rendered Assassin's Creed reveal trailers that we always get. Vikings are just oversaturated now. It's like Harley Quinn.
They're the Harley Quinn of the historical
Yeah.
world.
There's just too much. We've got Vikings, we've got The Last Kingdom, we've got fucking God of War, now this.
A whole 4 things and it's oversaturated.
I get that it's like the final in the trilogy of like the mythical Assassin's Creeds, because they had the Egyptian one, the Greek one, and now they've got the Norse one. Played Origins, the Egyptian one,
I played Origins. Yeah,
but I only played it for like 10 minutes, and now like I don't really like this.
I enjoyed it.
And then apparently Odyssey is supposed to be really good, the Greek one.
I've not got round to that yet,
But
but
then
it keeps
again-
appearing cheap on the PlayStation Store, so I might chase it one day.
Then again, though, that's kind of the same thing that this is suffering from. Like the character's a big, massive brute warrior guy.
Yeah,
He's not
I think
an
you can play as a
assassin.
female version as well,
Yeah.
like the last one. What I'm excited about is just jonesing about England, fucking shit up.
Yeah, I just don't see how it's assassin-y.
You said to me the other day, you want them to stop forcing assassins into random
Yeah,
situations and scenarios.
I get that the whole series is forcing assassins and Templars into historical points in time, but it's just some of them just don't match, and you
Yeah.
shouldn't do them like this. Because the whole trailer's in a massive battle, smashing folks' head in with an axe, and then right at the last minute, hidden blade into the face, and it's like the hidden blade isn't even hidden on this one. Because it's like on the front of his arm, isn't it? It's not underneath his.
Maybe he stole it.
That'd be good, to be fair, if he's not actually an assassin.
You know,
and he's
Vikings are known for their plundering and
pillaging and raping.
whatnot, raping the chickens and
Well,
killing women.
that's a massive point in the trailer, isn't it? It shows the English point of view, and then
Yeah,
the Norse, the protecting their families, but also pillaging and all that stuff.
also cheeky cameo from Odin.
Yeah. It's obviously going to have all that actual mythology stuff
Yeah.
in, because Origins and Odyssey didn't they? Yeah,
I'll probably play it.
I might do, because it's Vikings, but
See, I'm not a proper fanboy for Assassin's Creed. I've not played them all. I've only played 1, 2, Black Flag, and Origins.
I've played all the way through 1, 2, Revelations, and 3, and I liked 2 of them games.
Which one?
1 and 2.
I hated 1. It was so repetitive.
Yeah, but at the time it was
2 and
supposed to be
4.
a Prince Persia remake, but then they thought it was too out of the realm of Prince Persia.
Yeah, 2 and 4 are my favourite Assassin's Creed games. 4 mostly because I love being a pirate.
Yeah, yar har diddly dee and all that
Yeah.
jazz. Well, yeah, it looks like a Viking game, doesn't it?
I'll wait for you
Looks
to
alright.
buy it and I'll just borrow it.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah.
Next trailer, we've got Lovecraft Country.
Stealing your ideas.
Hold on, right? That's what I thought when you sent me this trailer. I was like, oh, for fuck's sake, it's a whole Joker all over again. But it's not. It's hardly looks like anything to do with Lovecraft. It's a race war, just like Watchmen was. Have you seen Watchmen?
No.
That's just a race war.
Wait,
And
the
then
film
they-
or the show?
The show.
Oh, no.
It's a race war, and then they like plug Watchmen characters into
Right.
it. This looks like a race war, and then they plug in
J.
Lovecraft.
Brown's Monsters.
Yeah.
Produced or created by Jordan Peele and J.J. Abrams, so
Yeah. I think it's
obviously there's going to be race and shitty monsters involved.
and lens flares.
All the lens flares. It looks, generic enough.
Yeah.
I'm sure people will watch it.
It reminded me. Have you seen Wayward Park?
I started watching it and then I forgot to carry on watching it.
It was the first season was good. Second season was a pile of shit. But kind of reminds me of that. Next trailer is an abomination of everything. It's called Bit.
Bit.
It's about lesbian vampires.
Lesbian feminist vampires
Yep, the worst
Who
kind of
hunt-
lesbians.
who hunt down
Men.
bastard men.
But you can never turn a man into a vampire because they don't know how to control power.
They don't know how to handle power. It goes to their head.
And power didn't go to Hillary Clinton's head, did it? Oh!
Jesus Christ. It looks a bit shit. And
There's just so many cringy lines in it.
dialogue.
Oh.
Yeah.
Fuck it, burn it.
Bike
Burn
Club.
all the actors. Bike Club. Fucking Bike Club. This is the start of the rage for the episode.
It looks bad.
Mm.
If you want to see a better trailer for a better horror film, there's a trailer coming out that we're not going to discuss. It's called Killer Raccoons 2: Dark Christmas in the Dark.
That sounds a lot better.
It's about killer raccoons set at Christmas.
In the dark.
It's tongue-in-cheeky, funny. The raccoons are played by little stuffed raccoons. It looks awesome. It's like set on a fucking train at one point that doesn't stop.
Train to Busan.
No, but it looks awesome. We should have talked about that trailer instead of this piece of shit.
Yeah. So you guys like vampires? It's like
Acting degree there, guys.
just
Yeah. When a trailer's got narration in it, you know it's gonna be top notch.
yeah, narration. We're gonna get onto narration later, aren't we? Yeah. And the final trailer we're going to talk about is Days of the Bagnalled Summer. There we go. Butchered that. The who's it by?
Simon Bird.
Simon Bird.
Will from the In-Betweeners.
Yes.
Briefcase wanker. Whatever. The guy from Friday Night Dinner.
The weird guy with the weird looking face and the glasses.
Yeah, him.
Looks alright, doesn't it? Kind
I
of
like
reminds
the
me
look
of Kevin and Perry.
It's really. It reminds me of a Wes Anderson film. This looks like a Wes Anderson film, but set in Britain, with the way it's framed and everything.
Yeah, I do get that actually. Yeah.
You know. But essentially, this looks like a kid lives with his mum in England. He's like a metalhead. He was meant to go to Florida for the summer to be with his dad, but that got cancelled for some reason. Then summer antics occur, and it's got Rob Brydon in.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I couldn't have done a better description, so we'll go with that one.
It looks fun. I'm going to watch it.
Looks charming, doesn't it?
It reminds
It's
me a
like
bit of
good-
the film Submarine
Yeah,
by Richard Ayoade.
yeah.
It looks fun.
Looks like a good, charming British film. Should we get on to the news?
Let's news it up. Yeah, let's do this.
Let's news it up, boys.
You
Well, start off with semi-big news.
semi.
Hellraiser is getting a HBO series as well as a remake.
Dun dun dun.
I've watched like a few of the Hellraiser films, not sure how many, but they're all kind of the same, aren't they?
Yeah, pretty much.
They all have the same story, but just with a different person he's raising hell on. The weird films though.
Yeah, I like Pinhead though.
Yeah, Pinehead is pretty cool. Isn't
Pretty
it?
sick.
But I don't really like the thought of a series, to be honest.
It's a weird show to be on HBO as well.
Yeah.
It's not the kind of thing they're normally putting out.
I want a low budget remake of a film so we can go to town with all the weird, gruesome, horrible looking things.
I don't want a remake. Just watch the original. It's stellar.
Yeah, it's true. Just buy the original on Blu-ray. Fuck
Yeah.
this.
Arrow Video have done a great release. It was a £5 the other day. You should have bought it. Why didn't you, listeners? Why
Yeah.
didn't you buy it?
Fuck you, Seaton.
Now it's gone back up to £15. I blame Seaton.
I do. Ginger prick.
Prick, man.
Well, carrying on with the remakes, we've got Russo brothers producing a Hercules live-action remake.
Well,
It's
you
the
know.
next live-action. We had Robin Hood not so long back, and now we've got Hercules.
Just watch the cartoon. We don't need. I hate Disney, man.
Hades is going to look weird in live-action.
It's all gonna be shit.
They best get Danny DeVito back, though.
Just cast. Yeah, he played the guy, didn't he? The little goat dude.
Philosophically. Phil, yeah.
I couldn't care less about this news.
Zero to Hero.
Is that a song from it? I'm guessing.
Yeah,
Sure.
but Russo brothers, it's probably going to have, like, Chris Pratt as Hercules or something.
Get one of them will be him. Yeah.
Mm.
Hemsworth probably.
Yeah. I don't know, Chris Pratt's got more of a comic.
Chris Hemsworth's funny.
He's not
seen
as funny
Ragnarok.
as Chris Pratt, though, is he? Are you saying Home and Away Chris Hemsworth's funnier than Parks and Rec Chris Pratt?
I mean, I've seen peak years Home and Away, mate. So, it's no Neighbours though, is it?
No. Yeah, whatever. Let's just talk about it when it gets a trailer, I guess.
Yeah.
Next, this is a sequel, Space Jam. It's got a title, A
Titles.
New Legacy.
Shit title.
It is, isn't it? But
So
what were
many
you
shit
expecting? What were you expecting, though?
Yeah. I mean, I'm going to watch it. I love the original because
Yeah,
it's
but
got my
it's
girl Lola Bunny in.
It's just going to be the same, though, isn't it?
Lola Bunny's in it. Ryan's in it.
Ryan's in Lola Bunny.
That's the dream.
Nice. Maybe
I'm
she's
not
gonna
allowed
be
in pet stores anymore. Keep killing the rabbits.
with your penis.
I'm like Lenny from Of Mice and Men.
Time to feed the rabbit. Who's going to be the basketball man? Is it Michael
What's
Jordan?
his name? No, because he's dead.
Michael Jordan's dead.
Well, no, but he's old.
Oh.
Than
LeBron.
James.
LeBron.
LeBron.
Well, we know it's not going to be.
Certainly not Kobe, is it? Because he got roasted up big time.
Oh, God.
Deep fried Kobe.
Rest in peace, Kobe.
Rest in pieces.
Kobe. We've got some game news. Last of Us 2, release date, June 19th, because of the leaks, the leaky leaks. The Last of Us 2 plot details got leaked on, it'd probably be Reddit or 4chan, and Sony's, response to this has been like, right, you know what, giving you a game early than what we was gonna do in the initial delay, motherfuckers. It was supposed to come out this month, but fuck you, Sony. And we've got Ghost of Tsushima, July the 17th. This is less than a month in between two PlayStation exclusive titles. Two of the most anticipated PlayStation exclusive titles, being shown God knows how many years ago at E3, and now getting released within a month of each other. Probably because the PS5 is coming out at the end of the year, so there's no point releasing the last PS4 exclusive a month before the PS5 launches, is there?
Well, I'm not getting a PS5.
I probably will, like in Madman.
I will.
Don't
in like
tell
4
Judge
years.
Fudge.
I won't tell Judge Fudge.
Shh. But yeah, I'm looking forward to them. Are you?
Well, I've not played The Last of Us yet. I've got it.
Play it.
I'm playing Red Dead and another game at the minute.
What about Ghost of Tsushima?
I'll probably play that.
Yeah, you like Asian people.
I like me Asians, don't I?
Yeah, he does, doesn't he? Dirty bastard.
Dirty boy. Dirty.
Another bit of rebooty news. Sebastian Stan is already in talks with the director of the Dracula remake.
I mean, we've done a lot of the Universal monstery stuff recently, so just get Luke Evans back.
Yeah.
It was good in the role.
We've announced our love for Luke Evans, and we don't want Sebastian Stan in the role.
I mean, he's a good enough actor, Seb Stan, he's...
Yeah.
But he's
Does he really want to get himself tied down to another massive universe, though? He's playing the Winter Soldier. Does he really want to be playing Dracula in the Dark Universe as well? Is that a smart move?
Especially when Universal films won't be getting shown anywhere, as we will discuss
in a minute.
Shortly.
But I think Sebastian Stan will take on a more lighter, less action-packed Dracula, I guess.
Or do you think it'll just be more horror-orientated, like the Invisible Man?
He's too attractive to be horrifying, though, isn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They'll just prosthetic him up.
Or de-age him.
Or de-Asian him.
I mean, not de-age him, more age him. Advanced age.
More age him, yes, more age. We demand more age.
And the last bit of rebooty news. Hannah... Fuck's sake. What's her name?
Hannah
Zumblubblubble.
I mean, the surname does... Hannah John Kamen.
Yeah, that one is apparently being offered the role of Jill Valentine in the Resident Evil reboot. No, I don't like it.
I like her as an actress. Have you seen Killjoys?
No.
Oh, it's a wonderful show. She plays the lead in it.
Oh.
It's great.
She's a twitchy woman out of
Ghost,
Ant-Man and the Wasp. What a shit film.
I like that film.
What? It's terrible.
You're terrible.
But yeah, I just don't think she looks like Jill. That's all you've got to base it off of.
How are we doing it now?
Like, yeah. If they don't look like the character, they can't play the character.
She should be played by a man.
Gender bending Jill Valentine.
Asian homosexual man should play Jill Valentine, and he's adopted.
Him out of Star Trek. George
Takei.
Yeah, that's one. Why not? Next bit of news is the all depressing deaths.
DEATH. Death.
I'll let you take over.
Hello, I'm Mr. Pineapple, here with the week's death.
You're like the weatherman.
In India, Rishi Kapoor has died. He was 67 and died from leukemia. He was in many Bollywood films that you've probably not heard of.
Singham.
Yes, I do like Singing Ham.
Have you seen Singham?
Sing Ham?
Yeah.
Singing Ham.
No, it's a Bollywood film.
I don't believe Bollywood's real.
And this man isn't real, and we can move on.
It's urban legend, mate.
Oh. Well, he was in films such as Life of Pi.
No,
yeah, he was.
That's a different Bollywood man. You're being racist.
Is that the next Bollywood man?
Yes.
Oh, I thought this was the more
You're
famous
so
Bollywood
racist. So very racist.
man.
The- God damn it, man. So very racist. This is. I apologise to any Indian listeners out there for the atrocious nature of what the pony has just done. This is outrageous. This is scandalous. This could ruin your entire career.
He probably wasn't in Singham.
No, I don't think. No. Rishi Kapoor dead at 67. Not to be mistaken for Irfan Khan dead
That's
at
the one.
53 of a colon infection. He's often being referred to as India's face in the West, and sometimes people mistake him for Rishi Kapoor.
Who would do that?
You know, you probably know him from Slumdog Millionaire,
Life of Pi.
Life of Pi, Jurassic World. You know,
Yeah.
and the
Interstellar.
first Amazing Spider-Man.
He's not in Interstellar, is he?
Are you
He's
kidding?
in one. He's in one space film.
Are you mistaking him for another Asian man again?
No.
But yeah, he was 53. Wonderful actor. There's a British film from 2001 called The Warrior that everyone should go and search out. And our final death from Bollywood to Hollywood. Television
No
studio.
Superman.
Sam Lloyd, 56. Brain tumor.
He was a weird doctor in Scrubs.
He wasn't a doctor. He was like a lawyer. He was Ted.
Was he not a doctor?
No.
I've not watched Scrubs in a while.
You know, he was in an a cappella band as well, who appeared frequently in
Yes.
the show. He was also in 2 episodes of Seinfeld.
Everyone's in Seinfeld.
So, he was also in Desperate Housewives at some episodes. Cougar Town, I believe he was in as well. And he was Christopher Lloyd's nephew.
Ah, he does look like him, doesn't he?
So, Sam Lloyd, 56. Back to you in the studio,
Well,
Tony the
in
Pony.
in the studio, we have got some big cinema news. You mentioned it earlier. AMC theatres aren't happy, no, with Trolls.
Bad boy Universal Studios. Bad boy. Dirty.
Yeah, the video on demand is just not rolling with them.
Yeah, Trolls, the VOD release, has made in 3 weeks more money than the first film did in 5 months at the cinemas. And Universal and AMC theatres are refusing to show any Universal films in the future. A byproduct of that is Cineworld won't be showing any Universal films either because they own Cineworld. So
Which means we ain't going to get Dark Universe.
no Fast and Furious films if you've got... I mean, it's fine for us. We don't have a Cineworld.
Fast and Furious, Dark Universe. What else is Universal?
Multiple other things.
Is it Jurassic World?
No, maybe. No.
No. Other films. Oh, you know the big globy Universal one? That's what we don't like. Perfect.
So yeah, I don't. We'll see how that plays out in the future.
Yeah, it's just petty, isn't it?
Yeah. It's funny though.
Vin Diesel at war with Producers Guild over credit for Fast and Furious franchise.
Yeah, is at war with the PGA.
Is he upset that they won't be eligible to receive an Oscar for Best Picture? Because that's what it says here. And if he's thinking Fast and Furious 9 is going to get Best Picture nod, he's high in his own ego. I might rip his arms off.
I hate him, man.
Does a good group though, doesn't he?
I don't even care. I fucking despise him as a man.
Wow.
He's just an absolute cunt.
The Diesel's on the brain. Next bit of news, we've got Warner Brothers passed on a Rocksteady Superman game. Just a bit more news to annoy you, because everyone wants a Superman game, don't they?
No, fuck Superman. He's the most boring bastard ever.
But imagine flying around Metropolis and shooting laser beams out your eyes like laser beam. That'd be cool.
He's just so boring.
Yeah, but imagine flying around Metropolis with laser beams.
No,
Imagine it.
no, I'm refusing. I'm refusing.
I think a game would be good.
That's the kind of game that would make me go back to alcoholism.
Wow. Strong words. But yeah, it's not. Luckily, it's not being made. Right.
Good.
They've passed on it. They've gone. You know what? Mr. Pineapple won't like this. The head of Warner Brothers. Just for you. I hope you feel special.
I do.
And a little bit more of annoying news. I think my goal this episode is to just piss you off as much as I possibly can. Right, are you ready? Are you ready?
Go on then.
So Sony, they've been having these villain movies, haven't they?
They have.
In the pipeline, and they've released some. They've finally got an official name for their Sony Spider-Man universe.
Go
Are
on.
you ready?
Go on.
Sony Pictures universe of Marvel characters.
I mean, what's there to say on that?
Or, in short, the SPUMC.
Next bit of news. It's atrocious, isn't it?
It should be called Sony Pictures universe of Spider-Man villains. That'd be better. So that'd be SPUMSMV. Come on, you love it. You love titles. He's just shaking his head, folks. And the last bit of normal news that we've got, John Wick directors are producing some of the Matrix 4.
They're involved in the action choreography, which I'm happy about, because they did it on the originals and stuff. Or they were like stunt coordinators or something.
They've came out and said, from what I know of it, it's incredibly fun. I think if you're a fan of the original trilogy, you're going to love this. Coming back with a vengeance.
Vengeance?
Oh. Are you excited for Matrix 4?
Not really.
It doesn't need to happen, does it?
I love the first one.
Yeah, man.
First one's awesome.
Other two were just shit, weren't they?
And there's a good film in the other two.
It's just not on screen.
Just not. I like the freeway fight.
I like the freeway.
Yeah.
Should we get on to Corona news?
Yeah.
Infected pineapple section, here we go. Woo!
No dead people to declare.
Famously dead people, that is.
Lots of other people have died. Rip.
Oh, boop, boop. Well, following on with John Wick, we've got John Wick again. John Wick is John Wick's pushback to John Wick 2022. John Wick.
Next bit of news.
Onward is on Disney Plus.
In like 2 weeks' time or something. Cool.
Yeah, maybe it's good. Netflix self-distancing anthology show.
Yeah, my fears are coming true, and it's already happening.
Yeah, why have they done this?
Corona drama shows.
It's just stupid, isn't it? They want the next big documentary after Tiger King.
I think it's by the woman who created the Orange is the New Black shows helming this.
No one wants a big documentary to remind them.
This is not a documentary.
Is it not?
It's scripted.
It's scripted?
Yeah.
I'm going to shoot someone.
Scripted, man.
What is it going to be like? A fucking sitcom? Oh, what are we doing today? Nothing. Because there's a pandemic.
It's just going to be shit anyway. Next news. Come on, let's get through it.
King of Staten Island. VOD.
The new Judd Apatow and Pete Davidson comedy comedy film. It's just going straight to video on demand.
The Oscars are changing their rules, boys.
Yeah,
which means it's like video on demand films can be nominated for Best Picture and stuff, isn't it?
Yeah, they've put the sound categories together. That's nothing to do with Corona, obviously, but they've put the sound categories together because there's so much overlap between the two categories anyway. Maybe hopefully we'll finally get a stuntman category.
Maybe.
Which, I've been hoping and praying for fucking years.
I think there'll be some weird categories this next year coming, but yeah. It just relates to Corona because obviously Corona's stopping everything being released and that. And then we've got 2 charity events. The 2 Chris's from the Marvel Cinematic Universe, Chris Pratt and Chris Evans. Not Chris Hemsworth, no one cares about him. They're doing 2 charity streams. Chris Evans doing you can win to be part of a virtual game thing with the original Avengers cast.
Cool.
And Chris Pratt is, letting someone be eaten by a dinosaur.
I want to be eaten by a dinosaur.
As a charity thing.
But I don't care for charity, you see.
Well,
So...
Well, it's just charity because he's letting someone being eaten by a dinosaur, I think. And that's all our news, Mr. Pineapple. Do you want to dive into the big pineapple?
I feel like we should.
Yeah? Should we take a swim in the pineapple juices?
Right in the juice.
Well, let's get into it.
Let's do it.
Guns Akimbo. We're going to do the same thing. Pros, cons, rating out of 7.
And, we'll do a brief plot overview for you as well.
Shall I do the plot this time? I'll let you do it.
You do the plot.
So, we've got Daniel Radcliffe.
American accent. And
American accent, yes. And he is a big big internet troll, isn't he? He's like, haha, you big fat stinking sock wanker. And there's this weird, like streaming kind of deathmatch convicts killing people and people get to watch. Basically, it's like hunt and be hunted or kill the hunter kind of deathmatch thing. Daniel Radcliffe's a troll being like, haha, you suck at killing people. And then the owner of the deathmatch hunting thing is like, yeah, bitch, I'm coming for you. And he's like, fuck off, you fat boy, haha, because he's really bad at being a troll. And then, yeah, he gets knocked out and gets guns put onto his hands, doesn't he? Drilled in, straight. And then he's put into the deathmatch thing and shit happens. And he's got a love interest.
Yep, pointless
Who
love
gets
interest.
tied into it, yeah. When shit blows up. That's all I can really say. That's plot.
Let's
dissect it.
Let's do it, shall we? Let's start with pros.
I like the song You Spin Me Right Round. Played many times in this film.
Yeah.
I didn't like how many times it was played. I liked it when it was played the first time. That's the first pro I've got. So I was like, oh, nice. I ain't heard this song in a while. And when you hear it about 10 times, you're like,
Yeah.
That's why I didn't listen to this song anymore.
I think I've really only wrote down one pro. I'm just looking through my notes.
It's a very like film, isn't it? It's like,
Yeah. I got most of the way through and I stopped making notes because it just angered me
yeah.
on many levels.
One big pro in this film is Daniel Radcliffe, to be fair.
He was game enough, weren't he?
He's got a very convincing accent, all right.
Yeah. I liked his comedy bits with, obviously, because he's got two guns attached to his hands.
Yeah,
he can't really do stuff. And there's a bit where he's having a piss and there's a dick shot, a funny shot of his penis. I was like, what time for that? Don't know if it was a prosthetic penis or his actual penis.
Well, they've got his penis out before, so it might have been his penis.
Lovely looking penis.
Well, yeah, I did like all them points where using like physical comedy, like when he was trying to get dressed and just do normal things like open a door. And like one of my notes is they should have just made a film about Daniel Radcliffe having two guns strapped to his hands and doing everyday things.
That would have been better.
Just a good like hour long of just Daniel Radcliffe getting frustrated.
Yeah.
I was watching it thinking, like, how many of these takes is him actually getting really fucking annoyed at trying to put these clothes on? Because if I were director, I'd just be evil and be like, go on then, put your clothes on. Just laugh at him, throw stuff at his head. The setting of the film's very... Like, I normally say, if you're going to try and go a bit to one side, you should go balls to the wall or not balls to the wall. To be fair, I think this kind of does make the mix all right. It's like it's very like real lifey, but then it's got this obvious like criminal underground and this weird streaming. It's like it could happen today.
Yeah. It's like we don't know if it's our reality or an alternate
cyberpunky
reality, you know.
Yeah.
Is it? We didn't, because I don't know if I didn't know if it was set in the future.
Yeah,
or
it didn't say, did it?
You know.
Well, there's something at the end, but I'm not sure if that's an actual thing or not.
Right.
So we'll get to that later on, I guess.
Samara Weaving, who plays Nyx, the person who's up against Daniel Radcliffe's character. I'm a big fan of her, to be fair. I think she's a wonderful actress. She's not given much to work with in this film in terms of a good script or anything, but she's got enough presence about her to be...
Yeah, she was playing Harley Quinn better than Margot Robbie in this film.
She's better than Margot Robbie.
Yeah, very sadistic, very...
better than Margot Robbie, yeah. Very better than.
I like how she explains minions as yellow butt plug things.
I hated the dialogue in this film.
I know, but that just made me laugh. And suck my clit made me laugh as well.
I wrote down suck my clit. I didn't enjoy any of the dialogue.
I was just watching it and I heard that line. I was like, it's gonna love this. It's gonna be amazing. Oh man.
Why did you think I'd love it?
Love it as in hate every moment.
Yeah, I despise the film. And
That tramp though.
Yeah, played by Rhys Darby.
Is it the guy out of Yes Man?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I fucking hated this film. So much.
Oh man. Yeah, the whole dialogue's just atrocious, isn't it? It's a fun film though. It's one of them, like, I'm going to talk about other films like this later. This trope hasn't been done in a while, but it's been done before. Of getting like criminals fight other criminals in a live streamed media, and you've got one guy that isn't a criminal who gets sucked into the fucking. It's all the same fucking bullshit.
Harley Quinn has ruined everything because you can clearly see the influence of that bollocks on this film. When I was watching it, I was just like, God, I fucking hate Margot Robbie. I like Samara Weaving though. She was right. She was good. The dick shot was funny.
The Tramp was alright.
Yeah, I guess.
Radcliffe gave it all that could. I have put it's good to see him in against type roles like this.
But he's been doing stuff like this since HP finished, to be fair.
True.
Because have you
Did that
seen
Horns?
what's the thingy one? The Swiss Army Man.
I ain't seen that. I really want to see it. When he plays the dead.
Yeah, I've not seen that yet, but he's meant to be good. Cons. Let's delve.
Did you like how it kept track of his bullets throughout the film?
Yeah, that was alright enough.
But yeah, cons. Let's go. How can she drive with a hoodie over her eyes? For fuck's sake.
There's so much. This is a film that thinks it's smarter than it is.
Yep.
And it thinks it's cooler than it is. And it's neither of those things. It's trying to portray a message about the media being bad, but in a poor way, because the script was shit.
Did you like the 3 minutes of introducing every production company behind the film?
Yeah, I was. When it was heard, I was like, "Oh, is this the start of the film now? Is this like a logo for the game or so?" Oh no, it's the 17th production company.
Oh man, you know a film's not going to be good after that. I literally sat and watched that bit. I was like, do I have to watch this?
The bit where they first meet Nix and I can't remember his fucking character's name.
Guns Akimbo.
Yeah, well, she's walking around with a note up her nose, just trying to add to the coolness of it because she's addicted to some kind of drug. It's just little things like that that piss me off. And people, right, I hate it when people jump through glass windows in films, right? If I was to jump through my bedroom window now, I would be cut to shreds and probably bleed to death. They do this multiple times.
Mate, there's too many moments that like that to even start. It's one of those films that think using as many cuts as possible in a scene is fun.
No,
there's a dialogue scene when they're first in the police station, the two cops and his ex, and it's crazy. There's about 3 different camera angles for just a conversation between 2 people. Just stop. Just have one camera and then one camera on them. Simple. Done. You don't need about 10 fancy camera angles for one conversation scene. The film's about internet culture, right? And like trolls and stuff. But the way that all the comments on the video and what Daniel Radcliffe's like typing and all the comments he's getting back, people would just not say that stuff. It's like the writers were like, let's write a film about this, and then they don't know anything about it. There's a bit where Daniel Radcliffe, right after he basically, because he's like the main commenter, he's like known as a big troll on these streams. As soon as he's finished a stream and he gets like the text to say who his opponent is, and it says Nix, he says, who the fuck is Nix? When he's literally just sat and watched this person called Nix kill someone, and he's been watching this person for God knows how many days.
Yeah. Speaking of Nix, I hate the characters' names in this fucking film.
What's the main bad guy?
I'm just getting the names up now.
Like Spectre or something, isn't it?
Richter.
Oh no, Richter. Like Spectre, like that's a company that does the fucking live stream into it.
It's one of the things where it's trying to be cooler than it is. Nix, Nova, Richter, DeGraves, Glengerman, Xander. You know, it's just.
I thought the Mohawk guy was Jai Courtney when I first saw him.
Yeah,
I was like,
yeah.
fucking hell, it's Captain Boomerang.
It was fucking shit.
There's just too many death-defying points in the film as well.
Yeah,
he goes flying through a fucking car window into another car window, and then just crawls out the car.
There's a car chase where he's in a car and Nix is on a bike, and she wheelies onto the car, and I was just like, no, that's not how it works.
It reminds me of Ultraviolet.
Oh, I haven't seen that film in years. And much like Harley Quinn, drugs don't work that quick.
Talking about Nix, the character, we didn't need the backstory, did we?
Well, because it led to nothing.
It led to the guy, the cop man, being a dad and then getting shot 10 seconds after.
I mean, there's some other way they could have got her and Miles to team up in the end, other than having a pointless, oh, my parents were blown up in a car crash that I was in, but I came out unscathed, and then ended up in prison, and then someone broke me out of prison, and then this guy said he'd clear my criminal record, but oh no, my dad's partner works for him, and he shot him dead.
It's just more complicated than the actual fucking plot of the whole film.
Yeah. Girlfriend element was unnecessary. It was there to add an element of, suspense, but there weren't.
So the bad guy could take a hostage. I knew we should have watched something else.
You chose the last two films.
I did.
And they've both been atrocious. And next week's episode, I'm going to hate.
Harry Potter, come on.
I despise Harry Potter.
We didn't need the gang scene. There's a random fucking where Miles runs into a gang. There's two opposing gangs about to shoot each other to death, and then Miles just runs in. And then she blows them all up with a fucking rocket launcher or something, doesn't she?
No, she's got a big minigun.
Oh, yeah.
At one point she does steal a rocket launcher from somewhere.
Yeah.
But then she's going to blow up the car that Miles and Nova are in, but then she just blows up a drone, wasting the rocket launcher.
Yeah, she blows up a drone with a rocket launcher.
It was fucking just shit, man. It might have been worse than Harley Quinn, and that's saying something.
That is, isn't it? So let's talk the ending.
Right, Miles and Nix team up.
Oh, don't.
Right. Suddenly Miles is a ultra great shot with his guns that he's not been throughout any of the film. He's pulling off some great shit. He's sliding along the floor, killing people above him.
Diving, shooting through air, like fucking Neo.
So there's that. I've just needed to bring that bit up about him becoming a crack shot before we get to the ending where he's got.
Nix dies.
Nix dies. She sacrifices herself. Let Daniel Radcliffe go and get the girl. I mean, I liked the way she died. It was pretty cool. Nix was probably my favourite character, and I hated her.
Yeah.
So
Nix was the best character, but the worst character as well because of the backstory. But yeah, we're on top of a rooftop.
Yeah, and he's got one bullet left. And there's some back and forth happening dialogue-wise.
Terrible dialogue.
And then he goes to shoot Richter, and he misses by like a mile.
Yep.
And I'm just like, this guy's just been fucking pulling off headshots galore and messing
diving
people
through
up
the air
and stuff. And then he gets shot about 8 billion times. Then he beats Thingy to death. He beats Richter to death with his gun hands, and then throws him off the building. And then he gets the girl. But oh no, he don't get the girl. He's just having a fever dream from the shock of losing all that blood. And apparently,
So he's laid in a pool of blood in like nearly the last shot, and I'm like, so he dies then, right? That's an alright ending. I'm alright with that. Oh no, next minute he's in a car with no gun strapped to his hands, and he's got a comic book about himself.
Because he didn't get the girl because she was scared of him because he killed the man to death who had kidnapped her, but she weren't that scared enough to send him the comic book based on him to make her successful. Then he was going on a crusade because Spectre had gone global.
Yep.
And he was going to kill all the men.
Sequel bait, final scene, basically. Do you think we'll get a sequel to this?
If it gets a sequel, then I'm cancelling life.
Do you think that comic book actually exists?
Possibly.
Should we buy it? I'm going to buy it as a nice present.
I mean, I always buy you presents because I'm a nice boy.
Oh no. Shit.
What?
Nothing?
You never buy me presents.
There we go.
Because you're a nasty man.
I'm a nasty man.
Donkey boy.
Should we do the rating?
I guess we have to, don't we?
I've just gave it 3.
What's
saying that I gave Harley Quinn.
I'm going to give it 2, like I gave Harley Quinn.
Yeah. It reminded me so much of Harley Quinn.
When I was watching it, I was like, I'm sure I've already seen this. I do like Samara Weaving though. She's good.
You know, the tropes are in other films, such as, you know, like Gamer, as the big death match of the big bunch of prisoners killing each other with guns. I liked Gamer, to be fair.
I like the directors. Other than no, I don't. I like one of the directors' films, which I
Nice.
will talk about in this little bit as well.
But yeah, I like Gamer. I like Michael C. Hall's role as well.
It's got Gerard Butler in, hasn't it?
Yeah,
He's not a good actor.
he's been in very bad films, hasn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's either, you know, fighting tornadoes, fighting other prisoners, or fighting lawyers with his mouth.
Or fighting people trying to kill the president all the time.
Yeah. Or Prime Minister, or the President and Prime Minister, or whatever that latest one's about.
Olympus Has Fallen. No, that's the first one.
Yeah. Angel Has Fallen. It's about him being...
Protecting God.
Yeah,
The second coming of Jesus, you just got to protect him.
is his bodyguard.
Yeah. Jesus' bodyguard. Now there's the film I would watch. Let's write that.
Let's do it. But yeah, Gamer's alright. Probably my favourite out of the theme of prisoners in a weird cyberpunk universe fighting each other.
There's the Death Race remake as well.
Yeah, Jason Statham.
Not as good as the original Death Race 2000 from 1975, starring my boy David Carradine. And, you know, it's got an early role for Sly Stallone in there as well.
That's it. They did do sequels to the remake of Death Race, didn't they?
They did, yes. I've not seen any of the sequels
No.
myself.
Death Race is okay, I guess.
But another one, which is very similar, which you've probably seen and heard of, it's quite a famous film, The Running Man.
I haven't seen it, but I know about it, yeah.
Excellent Arnie flick from the late
Oh,
80s.
yes, I have actually. Yeah.
Yeah.
He sits in the pod, doesn't he?
Yeah. But with this, it's got like a 24-hour time limit and it to kill one another in the film in Nixon Miles. With that sort of premise, I like a ticking clock premise in films sometimes.
Sometimes.
So it's making me just think of Crank, you know, the Jason Statham film.
Yes.
Where
That's got Chester Bennington in.
Does
Both
it?
of them. Yeah.
who's he play?
He gives him the drugs in the drugstore, says, take these, they're better.
Right.
And then in the second one, he's at the horse race and he rubs up against him.
Oh yeah. But he has to what does he have to do? He has to keep his heart rate up in this one, doesn't he? Yeah. And I was like, it reminded me of that, just shitter.
I do like Crank.
Crank's awesome. Crank's very underappreciated.
Yeah.
That's the same directors who did Gamer.
Ah, that's, yeah.
And also Ghost Rider 2.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh,
But
mate.
Crank, man. Crank's good. Crank
2?
Crank 2's alright.
Yeah.
I like the Godzilla bit.
Oh, yeah.
Because Crank's awesome.
Do you like the very racist Chinese line in that film where they're reversing down the car park and the Chinese man's grabbing Jason Statham and he's grabbing him through the door window and he goes, "Did I drop some change? 'Cause I thought I heard a chink." Yes.
Classic. Showing off your acting range there as well.
Yeah, I can do Jason Statham and that other one I did earlier.
The vampire girl.
Yes. A teenage lesbian. But yeah, there's just a few films that set in the same kind of universe that are better than this
That
film.
are better, yeah. I like sort of films where like people get put on. Have you seen the film No Escape
No.
with Ray Liotta? Where he plays like a soldier dude who gets put on this island colony, which is actually a prison. And like one part's like peaceful, and then the piece in the forest is like feral and shit. And it's similar in that, you know, it's not. I just wanted to mention it. It's a really good film. Got that tape somewhere too, but it's too
Does
far away
sound
for me
good,
to
to be
grab.
fair.
I really enjoy it.
But yeah, 3 and 2, 5 out of 14 pineapple rings. Oh, God, we need a good film soon. Wrestling news. What have we got? Cain Velasquez has been released from WWE after a long, tedious career.
2 matches in 7 months.
I mean, he never were gonna do outright. Let's be honest.
They should have just cut him from the start.
I'll cut him.
Yeah, I'll slash that bitch. I got no qualms. I'll cut a bitch.
He were bad though, weren't he?
Yeah, it weren't great.
Curtis Axel has been released.
Also,
formerly known as
Michael McGillicuddy.
McGillicuddy.
Yeah.
What a name.
He was the Intercontinental Champion at one point.
Yeah.
I liked it when he had that storyline that he never got eliminated from the Royal Rumble because he just got beat down on the outside. That was a fun storyline that went nowhere.
He was tag team champs recently, wasn't he?
I can't remember.
With Bo Dallas.
Oh, yeah. Also Mr. Perfect's son.
Yeah.
And his dad is much better than him.
Not so perfect anymore, is he?
His dad's dead.
Oh, I meant Curtis Axel.
Right.
Shall we move on? Yeah. Fuck you, Curtis Axel. Cody Rhodes has said no.
No.
No, Heath. Sit down.
Don't care if you've got kids.
You don't like Heath Slater. That's what I've got from that. Because Heath Slater did put out a video saying that he's kind of excited by his release from WWE because it's made him want to actually work on his wrestling and his body and everything. And he said he got too comfortable in WWE, getting a paycheck and just sitting there and doing fuck all, basically. And then, Cody Rhodes, it's like, nah, we don't want you, you fucker. I kind of want to know why.
Yeah, poor Heath.
It's kind of a bit of a dick move, isn't it?
Why is he only called out him, though? Maybe it's
I know.
a work of some kind? Maybe.
Is it, though?
Who knows?
So, Cody Rhodes said no Heath Slater before staying that he'd like to avoid all friends wrestling instead of all elite wrestling. And Slater then tweeted, damn, no Heath, I know you're a new businessman, but that was a bad business decision. Who knows, it might all be a work, and it might be a main eventer one day in his life. Probably not, though. Probably not. Definitely not. Next week is Money in the Bank. WWE have just confirmed that both Money in the Bank title, Money in the Bank matches are going to happen aside one another, together, as a unit.
Simultaneously.
That's a word. What do you think?
Well, it should be fun, shouldn't it? It's going to be a train wreck, and I love it.
How are they going to do it? How is it going to work?
Right.
Are they going to have just two rings on top of the
No, it'll be the same
building?
thing. But the same ring, it'll just...
The women will fight the women and the men will fight the men. I
don't know, it's just... We'll have to wait 7 days' time and see.
Is it going to be split screen? Is it going to be... It would make sense to have one ring and another ring, next to each other. And then just have one... I don't know, because you're going to have to focus on different points in the match. Oh, Vince, what are you doing?
There's reports that Vince is losing it backstage and stuff.
Is it because they're doing each different level of the fucking... It sounds so stupid. Of the WWE HQ thing. They're doing each level of a building a different match, aren't they, until they reach the roof. I'm guessing that's why, because they don't want to put one Money in the Bank match above another, because then everyone will be like, men are better than women.
It's just, who knows, man? Who knows?
Oh, it's going to be interesting.
We'll have to wait and see.
And we are live streaming that, aren't we?
Are we actually live streaming it?
Yes.
I believe the analyst might be joining us on that because he's very intrigued by this match.
Mr. Pineapple has bought the Fire Pro Wrestling world. Fire Pro
Wrestling World
game, and he's getting good at it, aren't you?
I am.
Getting amazing, some would say.
I've been nerding it. It's a Japanese wrestling game essentially. It's got all the New Japan guys in and stuff. There's exploding barbed wire landmine matches and stuff.
My god!
What more do you want from a game? Yushin Liger, and I've got him.
You've happily bought it for me as well.
I've bought it for the pony as well.
Gifted it me, and I am going to get just as good, and then we will have.
No, you won't get just as good. It's really tough. The timing is insane.
Is it horrible?
I almost quit during the tutorial.
Wow.
And was like, I'm never going to play this, but I'm really good at it now.
Yeah, sure you are.
Yeah. And I'm going to blast out some promoter mode.
You said you're going to destroy me.
I'm going to destroy you.
That is a threat.
Yeah, it is a threat.
Yeah?
Yeah, we'll do some live streaming of me whooping your ass at some point.
Yeah, we will. When I can figure out how to do that.
Bagsy playing as Yushin Liger.
I'll play as someone. Probably Kenny Omega.
He's on the game.
And then we'll play a GM mode together.
Yeah.
I'll whip your ass on that as well.
No, that's just not how it works.
It is.
Because I am the god, and you're the donkey, and you
Okay.
carried Mary to the inn
Carriage Judge Fudge to the inn.
in Bethlehem.
Yeah.
And then, oh, there's no space in my inn, but you can go in the place.
And then a pineapple popped out.
And then you were crowning. No. Stitches. So many stitches.
So many.
Torn from end to end. You
But
could have fit a full cauliflower in there.
Some would say she had a gooch. Not anymore.
Not no more. Not no more.
And with that, that's the end of the wrestling news. So, awareness section.
Awareness. What shall we do?
What shall we do?
Shall we talk about my almost breakdown this week with the alcoholism that I suffer from, or
I mean, it's up to you if you want to talk about that.
you know, or I don't know. What do you want to talk about?
I mean, it's a good thing, and it's an advancement that you've said on the podcast now, so everyone's going to hold you to it, that you've given up alcohol. And if I see you with one cider near your fine lips, my man, I will replace it with my penis.
Time to buy some cider in.
But no, it's one more step forward into it for you. I'm proud.
Of course, I've had alcohol problems for now a decade, so
Wow.
it's not good. I become a bad person when I drink.
Start selling tigers.
I thought it was legal.
But yeah, we don't really have an outside awareness
No.
thing to talk about this
I have started
episode.
using an app on my phone recently, which limits your app usage. Because I found that I was using social media apps like Facebook and Instagram and stuff like a lot, like through the day, especially with the current situation as well. So there's an app I've got on my phone. It's called Stay Free. It's a free app off the like Google Store thing.
Yeah.
You know, you can put like alarms on it, so if you're on it for like a certain amount of hours or time, it'll block you from being able to go on the app if you want, or
That's
you
very
can
good.
or it'll just give you a message, because there's different tiers and stuff. You know, it can either block it or it just sends you a message saying you've exceeded your time or whatever. And it also a little pop-up appears if you've been on one specific app for like 15 minutes continuous, so which is pretty cool and stuff. So if people find that they're using their phones a lot more now, then maybe something like that can help bring the productivity back to their lives. What have you?
And you're starting to get the itch for writing again, aren't you?
Writing back, yes. Yes.
It's all good.
Yeah.
You know? You've been through a lot of shit this week, and you've come out better man.
And I've shaved.
And he's shaved. It's a new Mr. Pineapple.
Giant beard is no more. You know,
You feel naked.
you know, it's cooler. It's certainly cooler.
Mm.
I'm always, I can always tell if I'm gearing up to something big because I always shave to grow in a new beard. It's just what I've always done, so it should be fun.
But yeah, shall we do the social medias and the shout outs to Seaton? Well, you can find us on Twitter at Wonder Hour, on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube at Mr. Pineapple's Wonder Hour, and Apple Podcasts, Stitcher, and Spotify, Mr. Pineapple's Wonder Hour. And shout outs to Seaton, you fucking gym obsessed pricking bastard.
Jim, little bitch.
What a fucking bitch.
Fuck you, Seaton.
Fuck you, Seaton. All this anger for Guns Akimbo and Harley Quinn and fucking shit Spider-Man universe names is all coming at you.
Yeah.
Fucking prick. Whew. That feels good, that, doesn't it?
Cathartic, you know.
I
Weight
like
has
him.
been lifted.
Seaton is our punching bag.
Yeah.
I'd like to punch Seaton.
I made him cry once.
Did you?
Yeah.
What a little bitch.
Yeah.
I guess that's it. Stay fresh.
Stay fresh.
Take a ride on Tony Pony. Come take a ride on Tony Pony. Please take a ride on Tony Pony with Mr. Pineapple. Oh yeah, it's Mr. Pineapple's Wonder Hour.
Hello, Freya. I'm just recording a podcast, aren't I? Mummy's supposed to keep you downstairs. Go on. Mush. Where's Mama?
Downstairs.
Go on then, go to Mama. She didn't even shut the door.
Bitch.